About 18 years back, I wrote this article. It was published in Tribune in the page opposite the editorial page on the great Kumbi. He's popular as Kumbi, Sanjay Kumkarni. And this article, it was rare for Tribune to carry an article by a geologist about a geologist. The title perhaps made it, and the great reputation of Kumbi made it, and his daring, his daredevilry in Kinnaur surely carried the article through. There is a risk that people may still lose sight of this article, lose memories of this article. I'm trying to convert this article into a small video from my YouTube channel, Earth Talks. I'll just read out what I wrote 18 years back and was carried in the most popular newspaper, the Tribune. Tribune is like a family member in Punjab, Chandigarh, Haryana. Goes up to Dehradun and Delhi, but people here don't live without Tribune. Tribune was founded in Lahore, and the great Ruchiram Sani was one of the trustees of Tribune in Lahore. We remember it used to come from Ambala earlier, and now that famous chalk, the crossing is called the Tribune Chalk. Little knowledge is dangerous. Incorrect or mixed up knowledge can be potentially disastrous, especially when it's about flash floods which affected the entire Satluj Valley in the summers of 2000 and 2005. I read this news in the Tribune only, in fact, and the 2000 flood had affected me a lot emotionally. That's the reason I carried on thinking about it, talking about it, mentioning the Parichu disaster in many television interviews and in many lectures I gave, and I still do. In fact, I come to the Parichu Lake because I'm talking today on the Wetlands Day, and I always show that satellite imagery of the Parichu, the temporary lake made on Parichu in Tibet by a landslide. It is taken for granted by one and all that Parichu Lake, which caused flash floods from Sundo Army Camp downwards on June 26 this year, that is the year 2005, had also burst in the summer of 2000, causing midnight flash floods. This was the question, which was the moot question, and everybody presumed things. And in 2000, nothing had happened from Parichu. There was no flood had come. The army people were camping at Sundo, had not noticed any flood coming from Parichu. In fact, this question will always be discussed because both the floods are gone, they are part of history. But still, there are lessons from the confusion, whether confusion was real or there was no confusion, it was from Parichu. This can be discussed by people from remote sensing. and they should have the data in their hard drives. The entire Spiti Valley from the confluence with the Parichu at Sundo up to Spiti confluence with Satluj in Khab in Kinnaur did not have flash floods in the summer of 2000. Obviously, the 2000 summer flash floods originated in the catchments of Satluj and not Spiti upstream of Khab or in the Tibetan territory of Parichu. A former student of Punjab University, Sanjay Kumbi, geologist senior, Geological Survey of India, was doing field work at Leo on the Spiti bank on the fateful 26th June when the floods came in 2005. He first thought of driving fast across the bridge as he camped at Leo, but soon realized it would be a folly. He took quick pictures of the flash floods smashing the Leo bridge and the Leo village. Sanjay described it as a 20-foot high wave laden with debris crashing down the river like an anaconda gone berserk. Within minutes, he saw the Leo suspension bridge swallowed by the river, and soon the debris slopes having the approach roads to the bridge along the almond and apple orchards, all consumed by the nature's grandeur. Sanjay recalls that before the flood, the roar of the river had increased and a billowing cloud of dust was surging down with great speed, and now he was across the bridge about 30 kilometers away from his tent, which was visible to him. Woolens, ration, cash, maps, and the jeep trailer were all left behind. Up he came at Yangthang, and after many efforts, he was offered a lift on a chopper. Unwilling to leave his two staff members to fend for themselves, this alumnus of Punjab University, the GSI's Gutsy hero, walked all the way to Reconquer and was finally, after many travails and tribulations, dropped in a chopper at Rampur, from where he got a bus to Chandigarh. He has to go back when he can to get his jeep left in the custody of the police checkpost at Nagpur and all his official and personal belongings when a bridge let a jeep be driven, or at least when a rope bridge jhula is in place to let him reach the Leo village. Sanjay Kumbi has a marvelous thrill to share with all geology students and professionals, and possibly also some poetry or a novel to pen down. This was his second encounter with a flash flood. Earlier, he had a narrow touch and go while camping in the Pin Valley. Chandigarhians are familiar with the photographic genius of Sanjay and have seen his 5 exhibitions at Punjab Kala Academy adjoining the Rose Garden, the famous Rose Garden of Chandigarh. Sanjay's real ordeal begins now. He is responsible for recovering all office equipment and documents from Leo village, bridges or no bridges, and the GSI Jeep now at Nagpur, a popular tourist resort because of the Nagpur Lake at a height of 13,000 feet. How he manages all these Herculean duties would once again be worth watching once he comes to know of any bridge getting in place in the Spiti and Satluj valleys. Often a geologist in field is a one-man army left to live, work on, and do or die all by himself. Rarely do these science warriors get any recognition. No nation does to its geologist what a free India does. we are largely a geologically illiterate nation even today. Today, a geologist has all the thrills and opportunities of fieldwork, but his fate is sealed due to many, many reasons. The rest of it I won't read, but I'll again end this video with the focus on Kumbi the Great. Sanjay Kumkarni is now settled in Palampur. He has set up a ecotourism center come restaurant and a very attractive hotel called Divine Hima. I hope I'm correct. Sanjay will see it and will be able to write his comments on the YouTube channel Earth Talks. Yeah, it is Divine Hima. I think the Hima is shortened Himalayas, and Divine, obviously. Sanjay is a very good writer. He has a great control over his thoughts and expressions. These are very poetic expressions he has, and he's a great eye to look through the camera. Almost all the photos he clicked and exhibited were all fit to be in a museum of a geologist forever. I wonder what has he done with all those precious printouts and frames which he used to put in the Punjab Kala Niketan Center in Rose Garden. Fellows like Sanjay Kumkarni are living legends, and his legendary image came to him rather young. Sanjay is, I think, he would have retired by now had he not taken voluntary retirement. But guys like Sanjay never tire and never retire. God bless you, Sanjay Kumkarni. Early in the morning, I'm looking at the old article and giving a narration about you. It speaks volumes of your charisma and your inspiration for all geologists. God bless you.